What's up, guys? Miles back with another video. On this video, I want to talk about you're going to be punished for being a good worker. Now, I know I've talked about on a previous video, you're punished for being good. But today, as I was thinking, I wanted to drop this video because I came to some kind of insight as I was thinking today. And I want to drop this video on you guys and kind of to give you some broader perspective on things. Not necessarily saying that an employee is bad or it's worse or anything like that. There's pros and cons to every position within a business or company. But I do want to point this out, and I think this is a thing you should consider when you're an employee. So going around, people have been saying that, talking about this equality thing. And, it sounds good on paper. Application of it is really hard to do. It's way harder to try to implement it in real time than it is trying to speak about it and making things sound good, right? So you're an employee, right? The reason why I say that you're punished for being a good employee is because if you have 10 employees doing the same thing, the same exact position, they're getting paid the same, right? They're all getting paid the same. So where's the incentive to do good work? Where's the incentive to be the best that you can be? You know what I'm saying? Now, you could argue you could get a promotion, but sometimes the promotion in the company isn't really worth it, right? It depends on what you value. Like for my business or what I work for, FedEx, like I would never go to being a manager or being a supervisor when a road driver makes 100K. But that's a better promotion within the company on paper to be a manager, right? But the manager doesn't make as much money as the road drivers. But anyway, I'm just throwing it out there. So you got 10 people working the same exact job, getting the exact same pay. Technically, that's pretty equal, right? But the thing is, and this is why I bring up you're punished for being a good employee, is because do all 10 of them workers put out the same effort? And the answer to that question is no. Some of the workers work harder. Some of the workers are lazier, right? Some of the workers get more of the work done. Some of the workers barely get by on the minimum. So normally the good workers in that situation, they get the most stuff thrown on them. You see what I'm saying? They get the most things thrown on them. Why? Because they're good workers. They're going to work at a fast pace. They're going to do the stuff efficiently. They're going to recheck, double check. They're going to do things right. And so, the managers or the supervisors or whatnot, they want to put the more work on that person because they'll get more output overall. But keep in mind, and this is where it comes into play, you're punished for being a good worker. Why? Because they put all that stuff on the good workers, but there's still out of those 10 drivers, 3 of those guys are great workers, and they put the majority of the work on those workers to get the job done. But the other 3, out of the remaining 7, 3 of them are lazy as fuck, 4 of them are average. But they're all getting the same pay, but they're all being worked differently. You see what I'm saying? That's the catch-22 when you're working for a company. Right? It's not like sales where if those 3 guys put out the most effort, they're gonna get paid the most over these average people and this lazy person. But see, within a company, everybody gets the same wage, no matter how hard you work or how lazy you are. As long as you aren't super lazy to get fired. These are the things that they don't tell you about whenever you're in school, whenever you're in college, right? This is a vital insight. I think leave your thoughts down in the comments. I think this is a good conversation. This is something that we should be talking about when it comes to this stuff, because if you realize this, once I realized this, I'm like, man, either you need to get into a position where you can make bukus of money, or you need to get into a job where you get paid off of how much effort you put in, right? Or B or C, become an entrepreneur. Like, that's my thought process and what your thought process should be, right? Because if you think like me, if you want them people that work fast paced, if you want those people that are good at your job, you want to get paid and compensated for that. You don't want to get paid the same as this lazy person down the street, but you can put all this extra stuff on because you're a good worker, right? Because what happens is they overwork the good workers, and the lazy workers are they stick around for years, right? But that's just the reality of the company, being an employee. That's the reality of it. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm not saying that it doesn't have any good things to it. I'm not saying everything is bad from my perspective. What I am saying is you should be thinking about this whenever you're thinking about a long-term job, right? Because some of you guys, you're going to get in that job and you're going to be gung-ho and try to improve yourself and all that stuff. But proving yourself and doing all that stuff just puts more on you. When everybody gets paid the same, everybody has the same amount of time on the job, right? That you're trying to get a promotion and you're trying to work your way up and get paid more. But, you know, just keep this in mind. Just keep this in mind. That's my video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you like this. If you like this content I'm dropping, donate to the channel if you like my channel and you like my talking points, or if you like me in general. Via Cashapp, $Myleschum, links in the description. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Myleschum. That's in the description below as well. Have a good day, good week. We out.